What if I told you that eliminating unhappiness and negative feelings from your life wouldn't actually make you happier? This is because unhappiness and happiness are not on opposite ends of the same spectrum. They're actually completely different entities. That said, unhappiness then is not the absence of happiness. They're two entirely different things, and we need to use different tools and approaches to tailor each of them. Landmark research from the 90s in the psychology space was actually able to quantify these things by producing something called the positive and negative affect scale. So looking at positive affect, generally correlated to happiness, and negative affect correlated to your unhappiness, and surveying researchers to get to, on a handful of questions, to approximate essentially their levels of each of them. And what they found is that over time, these don't actually correlate, that you don't have a clean relationship between your happiness and unhappiness, so they're totally independent. And follow-on research has actually shown that there are key predictors of both positive and negative affect, where your positive affect can be predicted by your self-belief and your general positive approach to and mindset to problem solving and to life, which isn't too surprising. And on the flip side, your negative affect is best predicted by neuroticism and stress levels, but actually your levels of optimism and your ability to emotionally cope and emotionally regulate is tied to both positive and negative affect. And so you can use that to kind of toggle each of these. But I think the best approach to kind of try to figure out how to improve your overall well-being by increasing your happiness and decreasing your unhappiness is thinking about this psychological principle called the broaden and build theory. And what this is that it says that your positive emotions broaden your horizons, broaden your mindset, where your negative emotions are very narrowing. And so what you need to do is take these positive emotions, which are joy, interest, contentment, and love, and really try to tune them up to broaden that perspective, to improve your overall happiness levels, and then actually try to take these negative emotions, and at the same time that you're not doing these negative emotions, the best way is to then replace these positive emotions and these positive feelings and these positive actions with these negative thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Because if you just get rid of the negative emotions, you're not actually going to get that happiness. You're just going to decrease the unhappiness. And so what the things that you can do to engage joy, you can really just engage in play or something you really enjoy without any sort of purpose or ulterior motive other than you just want to do that thing. You can engage your interest by just being curious and studying and learning about things just because you want to. Engage in contentment by really just savoring a moment, having gratitude, reflecting on positive experiences, and then engaging with love by just being a more loving person, really investing in your positive relationships and doing loving and thoughtful actions. And like I said, you want to replace these negative thoughts and actions and feelings as they come up with these positive ones to get that twofold effect.